There we go.
You're welcome.
Welcome. This is MWP Arts, and today I am doing a painting, and it's to raise money and awareness of the St. Jude Center. I don't see volume control. Oh, it is on. Okay. And so we're raising money for the St. Jude research facility and hospital to help out the kids that are going.
Speaking louder.
And I will be doing a painting. And I am having technical difficulty here. I'm not seeing on my screens here. I'm not sure what's wrong with the donation. And I will be.
Keep talking.
And I don't know how many of you are here today, but because I don't have the chat right in front of me, but I will be looking at that in a second. And I'm just trying to get all of my bits together. This is one of my first lives I've ever done on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. I've done lives on Facebook before, and I've helped co-host before. But thanks for all coming out, and we're gonna help. We're gonna raise some money for St. Jude's, and I will be putting a link up to where you can donate, and also in the description down below. Also, you'll be able to click on it in my description of my painting that I'm doing today channel. And let's see if anybody's showing up. Hello, Nikki. How's it going? Thanks for showing up. Hope you enjoy what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start off with painting on this canvas that I've already started the background on. And now I just need to get my colors onto the palette here. And I got my water set up. I got brushes. I think I'm ready to get going. So what I'm going to start off with first is painting in this elephant just to get a gray background. And I have a host here. Say hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
No.
Okay. Hi, Mark.
And she'll be talking here also and answering questions. Hi, Beth. And thank you for showing up to my live event. We're here to raise money and awareness for the St. Jude's Research Center. And I'm just putting some colors down right now on my palette. Put some black down and some white to get the my elephant painted in. I think I'm going to need some more white here. Probably a lot more white. Okay. And then later on I will be painting in this elephant with some glazes and stuff. So I will make sure to have some glaze medium down. And it's kind of dry in here, so I'm going to give my things a little mist here since I'll be here for a while. So far, a couple people showed. Woohoo! Anyway, so we're here to raise money for St. Jude's, and with your donations, like $3 can help provide pediatric isolation masks to help protect patients with compromised immune systems. I mean, your $1 donation helps out too. Any amount is good. $1, your gift could help provide infant diapers, pediatric isolation gowns.
Speak a little louder.
And at $3, you could your gifts. You could also help with tubing sets. Intravenous tubing sets are needed to help deliver medicines and needed fluids for patients. At $5, you can helps with thermometers. $10 blankets and medical teaching doll, handwriting workbooks and pencil grip handwriting instructions is part of the school-based occupational therapy here at St. Jude's, or at St. Jude's. And at the $100, one pair of pediatric crutches, if they need crutches, or a patient wagon, red wagon, But there's a lot of things that can help with. It helps with the count test of 2 patients. The platelet count test, and at $57, help provide necessities for parents who may be hurriedly left home after their child diagnosis. Hello, Free Your Mind. Thank you for coming to this Play Live event today, St. Jude's Play Live event. And I'm getting ready to start painting here. Maybe I can have my host speak a little bit about St. Jude's possibly for me. Well, I'm getting my stuff ready here.
Alrighty, so getting ready here while he's doing that. St. Jude's is an amazing organization that never charges any family or child for their care. Some of these kids end up in the hospital for months or years, and it's all covered. And they never have to pay anything. And that's because of the donations that people give during all year round. But right now we're participating in the hashtag Play Live for St. Jude's event. And it is an amazing, amazing thing to see. We, oh golly. now I'm getting tongue-tied.
Oh, no.
Well, part of it is I'm trying to not listen through my headphones. So St. Jude's, any donation makes a difference. Mark went through and ran through a whole list of things that are covered. And, you know, it doesn't matter how small of a donation somebody gives.
No.
Or if you can't give anything, you can get the word out. You can share about St. Jude's. You can spread the love by making sure that people are aware that St. Jude's is there. If you know someone who is going through, a child that is going through some type of, terrifying illness like cancer, brain cancer, bone cancer, if they go to the St. Jude's website, they're looking for patients. Now, it is a research hospital, so that's part of the reason why they don't have to pay anything, because research is being done to develop cures for all of these different cancers. By developing those cures, they're able to help children worldwide, and adults reap benefits from the research that's being done also. So I hope that you guys can get out there and share about this. I'm going to do a little bit of sharing on mine also.
Thank you, Stephanie.
It's time to get out there and share. Let people know that this is going on.
Thank you, everybody that's been coming in today. I hope I've caught everybody that's made it so far. I think I have. Beth and Free Your Mind Art and Nikki.
And that's Stuart from Free Your Mind.
Thank you, Stuart from Free Your Mind Art. Thank you for coming, and I hope I can share some of my talent and share some information about what we are doing here. We are raising money to help.
But then you can talk about what you're doing now too.
Oh, and
why don't you talk about your
what
painting?
I'm doing right now? You know, I originally did a painting a while back in watercolor, and it was this cute little elephant with a rainbow balloon and some clouds here. And so now I'm doing acrylic, and I've started off with a background that I enjoyed painting in, earlier, and lightly traced in the design I wanted. And now I'm just going to color in a gray. Start off with a gray undertone of everything, and then glaze some colors into it and get some major highlights on it, and shadows where elephant shadows and highlights will be. And I have a couple reference photos of elephant pictures in general, just to give me an idea of where these shadows go again, because it's always good to have a reference of a real life animal if you haven't painted it that much. So I got an elephant here so I can see where his shadows go on beside me here. I don't know how many other people are here. If you're here, please say hello. And I'll try to catch you. And if I don't see you, maybe Stephanie or Deliberately Creative here will say hello. And anyway, there's other people that are involved in the St. Jude Play Live all throughout. There's a lot of people creating art and doing St. Jude live events.
Hey, Cindy from Georgia.
Yeah,
All right,
we got,
Cindy.
We got who do we have? We got Tanya from Tartantaz Creates, who's been doing the Play Live event. So go check out her channel too, and I'll put a couple other people in my description maybe at the end of this event that are involved in it. And some of them belong to the Derp Squad.
It's hashtag Derp Squad.
Derp Squad. Cindy from Georgia here, huh? Hi, Cindy.
Sin loves Riley.
And Sin loves Riley. Thank you for coming out. And also, some of you may know Cinnamon, the Art Sherpa. She's got her own channel too, and she is also part of the Derp Squad. And she, the Derp Squad, I think, is trying to raise over $100,000 to help out with the St. Jude's this year. And there's several other people that are setting their goals, maybe 100, 200, 1,000, 10,000, whatever, they want to set their goal for and shooting for that. But anything helps. So even if I just make $5, that's great. I've got $5 for the kids and the families that have to go to St. Jude's because of, their condition, that their health is at the time. And I think besides, for cancer, it's there for other...
Yeah, St. Jude's also develops the flu vaccine every year. And they also deal with blood diseases like sickle cell anemia and things like that that are catastrophic type diseases.
So right now I'm just trying to get in this background of this elephant. And like I said, I have not painted him before in acrylic, so this is an experiment for me too. I mean, I've done him once in acrylics, but I did more of a abstract with a palette knife, and then I've done watercolor. So now I'm trying something different, trying to do it straight with just acrylic and brushes. I'm starting with a number 4 silver bright, and this is from the Art Sherpa set that I got from one of Cinnamon's brushes. And who else is here? Yeah. So Cindy's from Georgia, sharing like crazy. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy, for sharing like crazy. That's great to get the word out there, and so that other people will see that these events go on here for raising money. And it's great to have the awareness out there for St. Jude's. And if I get quiet here, I'm concentrating. I'll try to.
Mark is known for getting quiet and when he's concentrating. Yeah. And I will try and talk some to help fill in
thank you.
As needed. But I'm trying to get some screens lined up here so that I can continue to drop links and help out. Close that.
Okay, just trying to get some paint down here. And once I get this paint layer on here to a certain point, I'll move on to the clouds and the balloon I'm going to create here. And maybe it'll let it dry some. And if it doesn't dry, then I will have my host here, co-host help me out and maybe blow dry it if it doesn't get dry enough.
Yes, absolutely.
But for now, I will see how far it gets. If I'm going slow enough, hey, it might dry on its own.
It's very warm in here.
Yeah, I can feel the heat in here. That's because we got a couple lights that aren't LEDs, but most of them are LEDs, I think.
All of the lights are LEDs. Oh, no, sorry.
There's
one light is not.
One light that gives off some heat. Plus, it was warm today. It was about 70-something degrees, which isn't real warm Fahrenheit. But the house was closed up.
Thanks, Cindy, for sharing.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes. And Beth is here, huh?
Beth, thank you. Yes, St. Jude's is an awesome resource for families.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you've been supporting them for years. That is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that helping others know about St. Jude's so that they can support it also, that is amazing also.
I haven't had any family members that were children that I know of have cancer, but I have lost a grandparent from cancer, and I've had many friends that I work with. And I've had many friends that I worked with have cancer, and several of them, have been survivors, and there's been a couple of them I've lost. So it's a tough subject for me too. But let's see here. I think I've got a lot of this elephant grade in here. I think. Let's see here. Okay, so now I just got to remember where the. Okay, so I got that in. I think I'm going to get the cloud in next here, and maybe I'll start with a underpainting of the cloud a little bit. I'm going to add some blue to that. A little bit of phthalo blue with the gray here, maybe. So I'll put some phthalo blue down for now. I'll probably put more paints down, but just to get that cloud in there. Let's see here. And I hope people can see the screen here.
Yes, yes, we can see just fine.
I'm gonna take off this one here. Where'd it go? That one for a moment. There we go. And don't forget to like, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
And share. And I'm MWB Arts, Mark from MWB Arts, and I am doing my first Facebook Live and...
How about YouTube Live?
Thank you. YouTube Live, first YouTube Live, and also first time doing it as a fundraiser too at the same time, which is great because I'm doing it for a topic that everybody cares about, saving children's lives and having a good place for the children and their family to be, the funds for when they are in the hospital. So I'm just kind of putting in some dark undertones here for this cloud, and I will be scribbling in some more cloud shapes with the highlights and grays and stuff, but just kind of a bluish gray color to start off with for the cloud. I kind of looked at some clouds this weekend here as we were out camping and about. And just, my wife Stephanie took some pictures. And so I was able to look at a couple of those clouds and go, okay, so I can maybe use them as reference to get a shape of a cloud that I like. And throw that down.
Awesome, Beth. Thank you so much. I think Mark is doing great with this also. Oh. He is having an awesome time doing it, and
I've been having fun with art, for just a little over 2.5 years now. I mean, I'm learning so much from other people around, and my wife Stephanie, she's been an artist all of her life, pretty much. And so, yeah, and YouTube's a great way of learning, and other communities, art communities are out there on Facebook too, besides YouTube. And I've learned so much from people online.
Thank you, Stuart, for going out there and sharing. We appreciate it.
That's great. Thanks very much. I need to look up more often, I guess.
No, that's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Okay, so I want to widen this cloud a little bit more. There we go. That looks good. So that's just the undercoating of that particular cloud. Now I think I want to get just white out the area where the balloon is going to be, so that way I can add the rainbow colors that I want for this balloon. And I think the reason I chose rainbow, of course, is because it's a symbol of hope, and the elephant is also, I guess, the St Jude symbol of hope. Also, the elephant.
Yes. The elephant is a symbol of family.
Family.
And caring.
Family
and they
caring.
never leave a family member behind when they're ill. Someone stays with them always.
Thank you. Yeah. But now, let's see if I can get this in here, and Doing great. Thank you.
Yes, you are.
Is that Cindy?
Yes.
Cindy, thank you, Cindy, so much. So I know the chat is probably showing up immediately, but I'm sure there's a good 30 or 40-second delay. Maybe not that much, but...
Nope. Yes, there's about a 40 to 50 second delay.
Oh, okay. Whew.
So you have 9 watching right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's excellent. That's
awesome.
excellent.
Yeah.
And hey, y'all, Mark's got a fundraising goal amount for this month of $200. So if we can get it figured out to get him some donations in here, share, get some people in here that can do some donations, that would be awesome. And yeah, Mark's only been doing this for 2.5 years.
Yeah. And I think the donations, that you can do through credit card or through PayPal.
Correct.
And you can do as little as $1 even. So, hey, $1 helps. Whatever you can afford. And if you can't afford anything, sharing is great too, because you get the word out there that St. Jude is out there and needs your support and help. And there's more ways of supporting than just money. So...
So Stuart was saying, making a comment about you've only been doing painting for 2.5 years. Shows how the mind keeps on learning as we get older.
Yeah. I've really expanded, because at first I was just doing tutorials only, following people's tutorials, and then eventually I found that hey, I used to do photography. I still do photography, but I've been doing photography for about 8 or 9 years now.
Yep.
And I was really into it for about 4 or 5 of those years, really strong, and I use a lot of those as my reference photos. So, some of my paintings, and I've done some paintings from some of my reference photos over the years, and I've gotten better at it from learning from others, techniques and skills out there, and practice. I've been involved with different things like challenges, faces with Isla Art. I don't know if any of you know who Isla Art is out there. She does a challenge twice a year, in February and in September, called 29 Faces. And I've completed, I think, 3 times now.
Yep.
3 seasons. So, September, February, and then September again. So now, if I do it again, this next time it'll be 4, 2 years worth of doing faces, and it's a challenge, but more practice you get, the better you get at your art. And so I know that. And like I said, I've gotten some skills that I've learned on what I'm doing here, and so I'm trying to take some of those skills that I've learned and take it into account, like shadows and how to scrumble clouds and and I make it my own. I got my own style, so everybody's style is their own. And everybody can paint. Everybody can draw. It's just a matter of practice, and you get better at it. Okay, so I think I got that. It's starting to dry out here. Maybe I should... maybe put a little glazing down here too on my canvas for later. Oops, glazing liquid. Acrylic glazing liquid. This stuff's great. And just get a little bit more of that white on there to the shape of the rainbow that I want on this balloon. And then I will start letting that one dry. And I probably almost go back to dripping water on my elephant here. Almost go back to painting on my elephant. I may not have to dry. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I might be able to get away without letting it dry.
Well, it is dry.
It should be. Yeah, should be pretty dry already.
On his back, there's a big water drop.
There's still a big water drop. Somebody says, "Oh, I see it." Yep. Thank you. Yep. I'm dripping off my brush.
No, it was from the spray bottle.
Oh, the spray bottle. There we go. Okay. Well, I know I had water on the brush too, so who knows which. Okay, Stuart.
Photography's always been my first love, Stuart says. I got back to art January 2017 after a long sabbatical.
Well, that's great because I mean I kind of love. I've always loved art all my life, but didn't really put myself forward with art except for maybe in elementary school, and I dabbled with it, through my years of growing up in the 30s and 20s and 40s, but I didn't really get back into actually just going, I need this medium. I need this medium. Let's go by this medium for, until I was about 50, 53. So it's only been 2.5 years now. Yeah. So I was about 52 or 53 years old before I said, hey, I'm going to just start buying art and doing what I want to do with this art.
So Beth wanted to know, do you prefer acrylic or is there a medium that you like the best?
Right now I'm really trying to learn more and get better at the acrylics, but for a while there, the colored pencils really was my favorite for a while. And I dabbled in pastels and just had fun with that a little bit. Dabbled in pencil work and enjoyed that, got better at that. But right now, acrylic, has been kind of the thing that I want to focus on and learn more about. But I dabbled in watercolor, pencil work, color pencil. Yeah, and a little bit of charcoal. But I came back to acrylics for now, and so I think I'm gonna stick with this one for a little bit longer, even though I probably will pull aside a watercolor job or a pencil job and and play around with that. But yeah, thanks for asking.
And then Cindy, thank you so much. Supporting doesn't have to be monetary.
No.
And, take care of you and make sure that you're doing well and then help out where you can.
Right.
If that's sharing, if that's going on to every social media that and sharing about St. Jude's and the great things they do, then that is huge.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. That's exactly what it's all about. It's not, it's not about having the money for it. It's just taking care of yourself, like you said, and getting the word out that there are people that need.
Yeah, it's when you're tapping off.
Okay, so now I'm going to get some more colors down on the palette here. Let's see. I want to get some colors onto my elephant. Maybe some teal colors. So I'm going to add some, and some ultramarine blue colors also. So I need some ultramarine blue. I think probably a little bit more of my phthalo blue. Where did that go? Phthalo blue. I probably set it down right in front of me. Yep.
So Beth says that she wants to learn acrylic, but she does love colored pencils too.
Oh yeah.
And Cindy said that she just started painting last November, and she has a few years on you. She says, so you can keep starting a new thing any point in your life.
She says a couple years on me.
Couple years on you. She's a little older than you.
Oh, okay. I thought she said she just started.
She just started in November.
Okay.
She's starting a little bit later than you started, but she started.
Oh yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay, what other colors do I want to get? I wanted to get some. I'm working on the elephant, so I think I want some blues in him, some purples. I want some purples in my elephant. So I already got some white down, so I put some diazine purple down here also. And I need some yellow because I might get some green in there too on them. A little bit of green. There we go, some yellow. And I'm probably going to do glazes. They're starting to dry pretty good right now. Yeah, feels pretty good. So I am going to switch to maybe my cat's tongue for this for now. Maybe I can get a little control in certain areas. And I'm whispering and mumbling again, but I'm trying to get better at that. And remember that I'm talking to people here. And that's the part that's hard for me sometimes. But I see there's people here, and so that helps me when I'm actually live, I think. When I'm doing a video that's not live, then a lot of times I end up doing voiceover or music, just because it's hard for me to envision people there. But there's people here today, so that's great. And I think, yeah, we got several people here. So.
Yep. We've still got 8 people watching.
That's awesome.
You've got 8 thumbs up.
Awesome. That's great. Okay, so look at my glazing.
I think we've had
now.
people that have been coming in and going out. So you've hit more people than who are just sitting here.
Awesome.
But thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate you. We appreciate every single person who is coming in and watching. We appreciate every single person who comes in and watches after the stream is over. Oh, yeah. The links are still up. Even after the stream is over, you can make your donations. So don't worry if you can't donate right now. That's okay. You can make a donation later and help out St. Jude's and help out the kids.
Thank you for that. And so now I'm getting some glazing going here. I've got some light purple. I'm going to lighten his ears because this elephant I'm looking at as reference is a little bit lighter on there because, you know, it stands out. It's right in front of you. And so it's the lighter color of the elephant showing, kind of, you know, the ear here. So just want to get that shape of the ear in to start off. Oh, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Cool.
How old is your elephant? Does it have a name?
Well, this is a younger elephant because it doesn't have any tusks yet. And I'm guessing probably, I don't know, a couple years old, maybe less than a couple years. I'm not sure when they start getting their tusks, but a couple years old. Does he have a name? Oh, my word.
How about let's have the community start throwing you some names?
There we go.
So, community, throw us some names.
This is a young elephant who's going to be cheering on and asking for people to support St. Jude's. What's a good name for that kind of elephant? It's just cheering on kids get better and, yeah, throw out some names there. I'm sure it'll be a couple more seconds before anybody sees. Thank you for subscribing there.
That's Cindy.
Cindy, thank you so much.
And Cindy said that she found both of us, starting from the Sherpa ATC group. And we are both design team members for the Art Sherpa ATC club. And if you subscribe to that, you might have the opportunity to get one of our ATC cards.
We have some videos that we recently did that you can find probably if you go to our channel that deals with what the ATC club was about and what the theme is for the month and stuff like that.
And
so
the
if you want
theme
to check
this
out,
month is hope.
And the theme for this month was hope, which also went along with the St. Jude Play Live event that's going on. And so I think Cinnamon, if you know her, the Art Sherpa, was kind of throwing out hope as being the one because she's going to be involved with the Play Live all month long, doing live videos twice a week sometimes, maybe more, but so you can look out.
That are dealing with St. Jude's and Play Live.
Yeah, and
they all are hopeful themes. Every single painting she's doing is hopeful also. So, lots of fun.
Shouldn't stick brushes in my mouth.
No, you should not stick brushes in your mouth.
As long as I stick the right end, I guess. Okay, so let's see.
Yes, St. Jude's. Did you know that it was named St. Jude's because St. Jude was the patron saint of lost causes? And when Danny Thomas started the hospital for St. Jude's, approximately 4% of children survived having cancer.
Wow, only 4%.
4%. They are now to the point where it's like between 80 and 90% of children who go to St. Jude's and have treatments for cancer survive.
Hope.
So it is all about hope.
Jude is now. Are you saying Jude would be a good name for the elephant?
Jude for the elephant.
There we
go.
go.
Hope for the elephant.
Hope for the elephant or Jude.
So is it a boy or a girl?
Wow. I don't know. What do you think? It's purple here. It might be a girl, I guess.
Could be a boy. Boys like purple too.
Yep. Don't want to say it.
Okay. Hope or Jude. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's leave it open for a little while longer. Anybody else have an idea for a name for the elephant?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here. I need to get the eye, and maybe it looks like the elephant eyes are generally on the darker side, unless I want to get more cartoony like and just put colors in his eye too. But but I'll start off with a darker eye, darker gray in that eye instead of start off, and it might give him some highlights or something.
Raza. Ooh, Raza the elephant. What does Raza mean, though?
That's kind of big for an eye, but I can fix that.
You can fix that.
Raza?
Yeah, Beth came up with Raza.
That sounds like
That's an interesting name. Raza is a boy's name, meaning hope.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay,
Very
so
clever.
I'm fiddling here right now with his eye. Just a little bit darker, a bit smaller than I originally had. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, so now I want to also make sure I'm getting in wrinkles in here. So wrinkles on elephants are usually generated with either a combination of shadows and highlights too. And hopefully I can get that into the...
Let's see here. Let's see.
Girl, huh? Somebody says, Cindy? Is that Cindy?
So, if it's a girl, her name is Hope. If it's a boy, his name is Raza, which means hope.
Okay.
So which one is it, a boy or a girl?
Well, we'll find out in a little bit here.
We'll find out in a little bit. Oh, right.
Oh, boy. I am getting...
And we have 10 watching right now.
Ooh, awesome.
So welcome to anyone who's come in new. This is a live show for Play Live for St. Jude's to build an awareness for St. Jude's and all of the great things they do for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospitals. And to also help raise money for St. Jude's. And we have a link here that you can just click on the link and it will take you to a direct donation site that all of the money goes straight to St. Jude's. Cool thing about St. Jude's, all of the research that they do, every single cure or every single treatment that they have come up with is open source. They send it on to all other researchers for free. No monetary gain is being made out of that. They are doing it to cure cancer, to cure these different diseases that are right now devastating to children and families.
Wow. I am not sure where I am going yet with this now. I started off with a color theme in my head, but now it's kind of progressed.
So
I might need to get a
you're
detail brush.
you're starting to get more votes for Raza.
Raza.
The boy's name for hope.
Raza. Yeah. Okay. Raza.
And wow, you now have 11 watching. Thank you guys so much for coming.
And if you haven't said hi, just wave your hand and say hi and that you're here. I'd like to see who all made it today. If you haven't said hi yet or chatted, there's several people here that have already chatted, and say hi to them. And I am going to move to a little bit smaller brush here, I think, to get some more details in. I'm getting quiet again here. But
I was just sharing again, so. So it looks like you're going in and starting to add some more of those fun colors.
Yeah, trying to get some shadows in now. Where there would be shadows around, like the ear and the under part of the belly, and so maybe.
Law for Dreams. Hello and welcome.
Oh, hello, Law for Dreams. I've seen you around in the chats before, in the YouTube videos
And
and
Beth
live shows.
says that she likes your colors.
Thank you. Like I said, I had an idea and it's kind of changed and it's still developing. So we'll see what happens with it. Okay.
So thank you guys so much for coming. And, remember that if you donate, you don't have to donate a ton of money. All of the money that is donated goes directly to St. Jude's. It goes directly to St. Jude's for the research, for the diapers, for the face masks, for any of those things. It's for the basic necessities, for the things that enrich the lives. They do special events for the kids that are at St. Jude. Some of these kids have been here almost their entire lives. They might be 13, 14, 15, 16. Mm-hmm. These kids don't get to go to prom. They hold a prom for the kids.
Wow.
So that they can have that experience. They hold different types of events. They have camp for these kids so that they have those types of experiences, things that allow them to be regular kid within the constraints of their treatment plan and all of those different things, but to give them the opportunities to feel normal. Because that's a big part of St. Jude's, is making the life as normal as possible.
Exactly.
So.
Skin tissue.
That is amazing,
wow.
Cindy.
Wow. Thank you.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, St. Jude's, it's not just children, is it? It's their research helps so many people.
Oh yeah.
Not just the kids, although the kids are their focus, and curing cancer in kids is the thing that they are working towards. But they are also the research and development for the flu vaccine every year. Mm-hmm. They are the research hospital that develops so many cutting edge, brand new treatments. That is always amazing. And yes, their research is always shared. They never hold anything back. They never hold the research hostage.
Mm-mm. Yes, the research is always shared. Yep. Okay, where am I going with this?
And I get snuffly when I talk about this.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I'm going to go away from the elephant for a second here again. And heading to that cloud. Let's see here. Clouds.
All the clouds.
I'm going to get a Cambridge Bright, which gives a little more of a natural bristles on it. I don't know if you can see that there. And that allows me to maybe scrumble a little bit of these colors in. I'm going to scrumble some white mixed in here with a little bit of high phthalo blue. Just a little bit. Ooh, too much probably.
Yep, the blue will
Overtake.
blue will actually tint your white really fast.
Right.
So the tiniest little bit of blue, and then just keep working that color out into the white until you can get the color of white you want. And thank you so much for that $5 donation.
Woohoo! Thank you so much. Did we see who that was from?
And it will pop up there in just a moment in front of you.
Thank you again. And that was from La for Dreams.
Law for Dreams. Thank you so much for that donation. Any donation is a huge donation.
Exactly.
That's that awesome. Is amazing. Thank you.
And like I said, there's earlier I've talked about, I don't know if everybody was here, but there's like, I don't know, there's several artists that are involved with the St. Jude's Play Live event. And some of them are on YouTube, some of them are on Twitch. There's another artist I know on Twitch, Hallyuback is also another one. It's spelled Hallyuback, and she is involved in the Twitch channel, and that's where she does her streaming from. And she's raising also for the kids, and she's an amazing artist also. I've watched a couple of her streams.
Hallyuback is also a member of the Artist Trading Card Club design team.
Oh yes, she's also on our team, remember?
So we get to be on a couple different teams with her.
Yeah. And
yeah, this is so much fun, and we are so happy that you're here.
And I think originally the Play Live started off with gaming.
Yep.
It was a gaming more on Twitch.
Yeah, Play Live started out with gamers that were trying to just find ways to give back. It's starting to look a little bit more like a little boy elephant.
I hope I'm
making
clouds
might
too.
Be that little guy may just become named Raza. So I want to know, Beth, what language is Raza? What language does Raza come from?
I am going to try a number 8 cloud brush, which I've only tried a couple times, the cloud brush, but experiment.
So remember, yeah, they're pushing with it. Oh, excellent.
And trying to get some of the white back in.
We'll see if Beth is still here so that she can give us that name.
Right.
Where it comes from.
Yeah. It's kind of looking scrumbly like a cloud.
Actually, that's wonderful.
Is that looking too bright on your side too there? I can't.
It's a little bit bright.
Okay, maybe I can see what I can do here for that.
So what is Twitch? Twitch is another live streaming. That's too dark.
Too dark. Okay.
Twitch is another live streaming platform like YouTube.
Is that changed?
Don't worry about being old and behind the times. It's,
That's the wrong way.
Finding a platform that you feel comfortable doing things with, and then that looks good. And then,
there you go.
Figuring out what things are going on, what you like about it. It's doing good.
It's starting to look like a cloud, yeah.
It's looking really well.
So Raza was what now? Did we find out the answer on that
haven't
one?
seen that yet.
Oh, okay, but Twitch, huh?
Yeah.
What is Twitch? Oh, yeah, Twitch. Yeah.
It's another live platform.
Yeah, live platform.
It was mostly started as a platform for gamers.
But more and more artists
now.
And
now they're starting to get more artists on their creative channels.
Because a lot of them will go on there for 5 to 8 hours straight and just stream of what the project is. Maybe they've got a they're doing a project for a customer, and so they show what they're doing at the time, and and it's fun to watch because you get to chat with them a little bit, and so they take breaks from what they're doing and chat with you. And but then most of the time, sometimes you're just watching them create for their customers, and sometimes they're creating for you. So it just depends on what they're doing.
And they don't always talk.
No.
Many times they're just listening to music and doing art, and it's it's kind of like just sitting and watching Mark do art here if we weren't talking.
Yes, if I was on Twitch right now, I could possibly have some music playing in the background and asking people what they wanted me to play or something like that, music. I've switched the music up, or some of them have a special program that is in the Twitch app or something like that that you can, I guess.
And Twitch happens to be owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
So that's where, they're putting a lot of their efforts, and that could be part of, why Amazon and YouTube don't necessarily play nicely with each other.
Right.
But I don't know all of that stuff for sure. So it's just, I like some artists that are on Twitch, and I watch them. And I like artists on YouTube, and I watch them. And I am an artist on YouTube, so I hope that you watch me too sometimes. And I love getting to watch Mark doing his art.
And I get quiet sometimes here too when I'm doing my art. And forget that I'm doing a show for other people. But thanks for coming here and joining me on my adventure of art today, and also raising money and awareness for St. Jude's. Had a couple donations so far. So far, we've made $30 for the kids and the families of the kids. I mean, it's for the hospital to make it so the kids can,
Make it so the kids can go home.
That's right. Make it so they can go home, and while they're there, they have at least a relaxing, more of a safe, I don't know, more of a experience that's not as scary, I guess, too, because
there's a lot of scary stuff that these kids are having to go through.
Yeah, and so if they can have people come there and share things like, I think there's been people that go there and share their art with the kids, or
there's gamers that go and
play and stuff like that. What the kids are interested in.
Video games.
They find out what the kids are interested in. I've heard a story that something about a macaroni cheese story or something like that.
Oh yes, there was a little boy who he had not been able to eat solid food for several months, and he finally got to the point where he was feeling like he could eat something. And they asked him, well, what do you want to eat? And the answer was, my Nana's grandma mac and cheese. And so the chef of the kitchens called up this little boy's grandmother to find out her recipe so that they could make macaroni and cheese for this little boy, so that he could have something that he could eat. And it was exactly what he needed and what he wanted. And when Cinnamon Cooney the art Sherpa, was at St. Jude's, she heard this story right after having gotten to eat that macaroni and cheese.
Wow.
in the cafeteria. And so that just sent her to a total emotional time.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that next year Mark and I get the chance to go to St. Jude's to meet the kids, to do art with the kids, and to see the actual hospital and research facility.
What they're doing.
I really hope that we will get to that point. Another great thing about St. Jude's is any of these things that they share, like they will fly people out to do things, none of it comes out of these donations. Airlines donate flights. Companies donate gifts. Companies are donating a bunch of prizes to the Play Live, for especially things that gamers would like. You cried and cried
Yeah.
when you heard the mac and cheese story.
Yeah.
The first time I heard it, I bawled.
Yes.
And even telling the story, it sounds like I'm not too, my nose is all stuffed up and it makes me emotional talking about it also. So if anyone new out there is watching, I just dropped the link again for the St. Jude's Play Live link for the donations for Mark's channel, Mark's channel. And that just, it just sort of earmarks that your donation came from him so that it adds up for, basically for some of those prizes. And, it's kind of fun to earn prizes. It's fun to share also. And doing this painting is Mark sharing his love and his heart. You watched Cinnamon's tutorial before this and still congested.
Yeah.
Wonderful place.
Yeah.
Yes. It's, it's amazing the amount of heart that you can see in the community of creative people and the gamer community. There's a lot of heart out there too. The person who started the Team Derp Squad that we're members of, she has a personal goal of $50,000. Her father had been diagnosed with with cancer several years ago and had lost his battle with it. And so she started 6 years ago doing fundraising for St. Jude's as a way to honor her dad. And she is one of their, amazing gamers out there, creating an opportunity for many people to donate. Yes, we are all doing it all month long. And Mark's link will be available. Actually, that link that's down in the description and the one that I've been dropping, which is the same link, will actually be active. You can donate clear until April 30th, 2019 on that link. Because his donation season is open for a full year. Mine is open for a full year. The Art Sherpas is open for a full year. The hashtag Play Live for St. Jude's Research Hospitals, that is a focus of 1 month.
Yeah.
But
they'll always
they will take money for the hospital because they spend money every day. $2.4 million to keep the lights on for this hospital and research facility. When the hospital was built in 1962, it was $2.5 million to build the entire hospital.
Right. Now they got several
now
facilities all over.
Now it takes that amount of money every day.
And they got facilities all over the U.S.
They have affiliate facilities. There's like 11 or 15.
11 or 12, 15.
They're all in the east and southeast of the United States. But they take patients from around the world. And if a patient is accepted, they get flown there. They get transportation. They're not just them, but their family.
And they don't. Yeah, the parents
and
don't.
they don't
have
to
pay
anything to do that.
Yeah, and it's great.
And you have another donation.
Woohoo! Awesome.
And it was an anonymous donation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anonymous. That was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So
I'm working on the rainbow now a little bit. I'm letting everything else dry.
Cindy, it is amazing.
And I'm trying to remember the rainbow colors here. We got
red,
color,
orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
There we go. There's my rainbow color rundown. And hopefully I leave enough space on my shape for each color.
And you have 13 watching right now.
Woohoo, 13.
Thank you so much. If
Thank
you're
you.
new into the channel, this is MWB Arts, Mark, and he is painting a lovely, fun little boy elephant named Raza.
Which was
And
voted
Raza
on.
means hope.
And then Raza was
And
brought
it's
up.
a boy's name.
Who told us about
that
Raza
means
again?
hope.
That was
And Beth was the one
Beth
who told us
mentioned
about that.
there was this Raza means hope.
And Mark is raising funds for St Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And we are so happy that you are here.
Yes, thank you so much. You are all amazing. And I am just here to entertain you, too. Hopefully, I do create something that is very... Yeah.
You're creating a very fun painting.
Okay.
It's very fun.
Green. I need green. So I need a little phthalo blue. Here's a little phthalo blue. Some yellow there.
And all right,
Still
Love for
working with
Dreams, thank you so much for being here. We are so happy you were here, and thank you for your donation. That was really, really nice.
Yes,
Very
thanks so much.
special to have that, and it's gonna go to help the kids, and that is so cool.
Yes,
I hope that you enjoy the replay.
Yes, thank you for stopping by. Okay, so I'm still using the cat's tongue brush, number 4, and it has a nice point, so I was able to get the color in there easier in my narrow area of arch of my rainbow.
Well, remember, this is a rainbow balloon, and rainbow balloons don't have to have perfect spacing.
I guess not. If you put it that way, yeah. Okay. Still need blue and purple in there. It looks like I have plenty of space. But kids love blue and purple, so hey, we'll make blue and purple bigger, I guess. Blue, we'll make that big blue stripe there. I'm getting quiet again. Thank you again, everybody that showed up for this event. And don't forget to click the share button if you haven't already. Shared it with everybody out there that you can think of might enjoy something like this. And to get the word out by sharing also gets the word out about St. Jude Research and the money that we're raising here for the research facility. And click like if you're enjoying this, and comment after the stream is done of what you enjoyed about this painting and this event. And remember, the elephant's name is Raza.
Richard of York gave
Okay.
battle in vain. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Okay.
It's an English thing.
Awesome. Yeah, that's almost to the violet part. Ooh, I'm gonna have a big violet area. It looks like. Okay. Thank you for that informative way of remembering the rainbow colors, Stuart. I think I've heard other people say other things, but I can't remember offhand what the sayings are. But I don't know if I've heard this one before.
Well,
cool.
that's a very British thing. Speaking of the Richard of York, yes, that would be British. And that's cool.
We have a friend that we talk to several times a year from England. She lives in the I don't know, just
She lives in Essex.
In Essex area. And we've actually got to visit her a couple times. And she is a great friend of ours now. And love visiting England, and we visited Scotland and Ireland. It's been a while. Maybe someday we'll be back there again.
Yes.
Maybe I'll make my
Scroll down
purple
here just
a little bit brighter.
And if you haven't subscribed yet to Mark's channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. He is getting so close to being 2,000 subscribers.
Wow.
It would be really great to get him up to 2,000. So, just if you've never subscribed to his channel, please think about doing so. It never costs you any money to to subscribe to a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That brush should not be in your mouth.
What was that? Brush in my mouth.
Brush in your mouth.
Look at my elephant again here, just to see where some of these shadows go in this elephant. Okay, yeah, he's got more wrinkles in his trunk and his body overall. Boy, figure out how to get these wrinkles in now. Here, maybe I need a detail brush. After I clean out a couple of my paintbrushes, cleaning out paintbrushes is very important, especially with acrylics, because acrylics are very damaging to your bristles.
Yeah.
So I will clean out some of these brushes here real quick.
And you've been having fun with those Art Sherpa brushes, haven't
How
you?
long have we been on here so far?
You're coming up on just over an hour.
Just over an hour. Wow.
You're doing really well.
You know, some people take several hours to paint a painting.
Well, you did start with the background in and dry.
Yes, my background was already in. Some splashing water drops, hopefully not too much.
Why does yellow paint taste the worst?
I don't know.
It's probably the cadmium that's in that yellow.
Oh no! If it's real cadmium.
Because we're not going the other way.
It's got to be the
brushes,
cadmium.
Beth says brushes go in her hair in a very specific order. He would have a hard time with that.
Oh yeah, you can see I don't have a lot of hair. I used to in the days, but I got a little
He'd
bit on the sides.
He'd have it tucked behind his ears, and that's about it.
And now I got a little bit on my sides and back, but the top's getting a little bit thin. At least so I've been told. I can't see the top too often.
Well, you can see the top really well right now.
Yes, good idea. I need to drink a little water. So what other projects do people enjoy doing that are here? You know, what kind of mediums do you enjoy to use? You know, acrylics, watercolor, color pencils. I've heard color pencils. What other mediums do people enjoy here?
You already know mine, so.
Yeah, well, yes. Stephanie here, she enjoys several different mediums. It changes all the time.
It does.
It can be acrylics one day, and then it can be pen and ink the next. Color pencils another day.
Shrinky dinks?
Shrinky dinks another day, yeah. Wow, this is becoming a colorful elephant. Let's see, I think I need
I think that in the United States, it's Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Ah.
So it's Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv? Hmm.
That would be right.
So Roy G.
Biv.
Biv. Red, orange. Roy.
Yeah, yellow.
Oh. G. Biv. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. I want to put on some more blue. Maybe some ultramarine blue on this elephant. Let's see, where do I want this ultramarine blue? A little bit ultramarine. And some glazing medium. And can't just be all solid gray. He's got to have some color in his life. And I'll put it on lighter since with this glazing medium. And thank you again, Stephanie, for sharing that link.
Oh, you're welcome.
Don't forget to check out all the other artists that are doing this month also. And I will share some of their links in my description down below of who else is involved in the St. Jude's Play Live event all month long. And I will be sharing when they're going live too, and I'm sure they'll be sharing when they go live also. Some of them are going live like twice a week. Some of them may be going live 3 times the month. I am not sure how often, but I know more than once for the most part. And also my co-host here is going live again, I'm sure, in the near future. She's already gone live once.
Yep.
And
yep, I'll be going live again this week at some point. I'll post up a couple days in advance. And I think it's going to be... I haven't quite decided what it's going to be. I've got some different ideas. So it's going to be a surprise.
Last time she did some shrinky dinks, I believe, for her live, right? Yeah.
And Cindy was just saying that she may just have to give shrinky dinks a try.
And that video is still up there, so yes, you can check out that video again.
And the donation link is still live on mine also.
And yes, and don't forget to donate if you haven't donated, if you can afford to, and share with other people out there so they know of what is going on this month for the St. Jude's Play Live event, and supporting the kids and the family members, and also the facilities that make it possible to have a more comfortable stay when the kids have to be there until they get all better and get to go home.
And it pays for everything.
Yeah, that's the part that's astounding.
For everything, from the Band-Aids that cover the injection sites to the masks that they have to use to protect them from getting germs because their immune systems are severely suppressed, so that the things that they need to do, their bodies will accept. So, it doesn't take a lot of money to help a kid have a more successful time being cured.
So we still got people out there watching?
We do. There's still 8 people right now.
Woohoo, awesome.
It's been floating up and down between 8 and 15.
I don't know how much longer I'll be on, but I'm getting there. I'm working on the elephant a little bit more and making it more
shadow under his feet.
Looking more colorful here. And yeah, so let's see here. I want to put some, I think some burnt sienna here maybe to get some onto my palette, which I haven't got down there yet. And maybe some more. Ooh, I don't know if I have yellow oxide, but maybe I can make that work with the burnt umber. Also for the bit darker shadows.
And remember, even if you can't donate money, just making sure that you're out there sharing about St. Jude's, share the donation link. If you can't make them, that's fine. That sharing the donation link, share the donation link for everybody who's out there raising money and raising awareness for St. Jude's. It just helps so much, and it doesn't cost anything to do that. Just share. Well, thank you, Cindy, so much. We're so glad that you've enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you.
And that you've subscribed.
Thank you for.
That's wonderful.
Thank you for spending your time with us. You normally would be spending whatever you do on whatever day it is. If it's
Monday evening,
if it's
or whatever
Sunday,
day.
Was it Monday?
Tonight is Monday.
Monday or Tuesday if you're in the southern hemisphere. It could be Tuesday.
It could be. It could be.
So yes, thank you for sharing your Monday or Tuesday day, evening, morning with us, and supporting the St. Jude research facilities and what they do there by just getting the word out and sharing the information of what's going on this month. And hopefully we can get other people to donate that can afford to donate the money that is needed to keep the building going, the lights on, and feeding the families and in their stay there.
Yeah, they have different. They have housing for the families. They have they have schooling for the kids. It's not just the medical. The medical procedures that are being covered here. It's living. It's life.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's their life.
And many of these kids are there for years until they are cured.
But if they can find the cure for cancer and get them out of there, that's even better. So this money helps with the research to find the cures and to find where it is they need to focus to get rid of the cancer cells that are there, or possibly make it so cancer doesn't happen anymore. Let's hope for that too someday. I would definitely enjoy it. There's no more cancer.
And Cinnamon, the art Sherpa, has she said that one of the things that St. Jude's, because St. Jude's will never go away. St. Jude's has already said the next thing that they're going after is poverty and famine.
So if cancer goes away.
So when they eradicate cancer, they will then start on poverty and famine.
That's great. So I decided to get a little bit of some kind of shadow where the elephant might be standing if the light's coming and hitting him on the ground here. Hopefully I'm achieving this in this painting. I'm using a little bit of a burnt sienna, umber, and maybe I put a little bit of yellow just to get some of those other colors mixed in there again. And even maybe a little blue. Yeah. What the heck? Let's see what that does. Ooh, that gets kind of green. Maybe not too much green. Or too green now. Ooh. Look what blue it mixes with burnt sienna turns green, people. That's awesome.
There it is. See, you're learning things as you're doing this.
So maybe I'll let it dry and I'll, get some of the brown back in there. Good thing about acrylics, it dries and you can paint over it. So let's see here. What can I work on here? I need to work on his mouth.
Oh my goodness.
I think a normal elephant's mouth has a little bit of...
So St. Jude sees more than 7,800 kids per year. And they provide hundreds of free consultations for doctors worldwide.
Oh my word.
every year. They've treated children from all 50 states and from around the world, and they conduct more clinical trials for cancer than any other children's hospital in the world. They freely share all information they have about pediatric cancer and other illnesses with other doctors and scientists around the world. And all the treatments invented at St. Jude's have helped push the overall childhood survival rate from 20% when the hospital opened in '62 to more than 80% today.
Wow. That's some great information.
And all acute lymphoblastic leukemia, the most common form of childhood cancer, had a survival rate of 4% in 1962, and now that survival rate for all is over 94%. And even crazier is that within a decade of St. Jude opening, the survival rate for all was over 50%.
Wow.
Within 10 years of opening, which means that there were children that had a 46% higher chance of surviving after just 10 years of St. Jude's being in operation and doing their research.
Wow, that's
Hey, Stuart,
a lot of
thank
good
you
news.
so much. We really appreciate. I mean, you're around the world on the other side. You're 7 hours or 8 hours ahead of us. So it is the middle of the night for you.
Now it's only what time here?
It's only 7:30 here.
It's only
Well, 7:23.
7:30 where we are right now, but
So thank you so much,
thank you
Stuart, for coming.
more.
We
and
appreciate
come here
you
and
being here.
supporting what's going on here and visiting, and take care, and we'll talk to you later and see you around in the other communities also. So I'm getting noise or quiet again here. Ew, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this mouth here. Mouth. It's hard to find a good elephant picture with the mouth open. Most of the time their mouths aren't open.
Up there's each spring, St. Jude's organizes a teen formal for patients that are aged 13 through 19 years old who might otherwise miss their high school proms. Gowns and tuxedos are available for the patients. Stylists are brought in to do makeup, hair, and manicures. And so the kids don't miss out on their schoolwork. St. Jude has its own classrooms and teachers who work with patients' teachers back home to keep the kids up to date on their education. And the hospital even holds graduations for kindergarten and high school students so that patients won't miss out on these important milestones in their lives.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It's awesome information out there. So if you don't know what St. Jude's is all about,
Here you're learning what St. Jude's
there's
is all about.
So much information.
Isn't that great? I know, it's happy, happy tears. So if you have the opportunity, if you're in a position to do so, go ahead and click this link for the donation site, and please consider giving a donation to help all of these awesome things happen.
Thank you again for everyone that has helped out here.
And thank you so much, yes.
And sharing or donating.
For everyone who's been sharing and donating.
10:30 in Georgia.
Yeah.
It's starting to get later in the evening there too.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what am I working on here now? Highlights and shadows. That's what elephants is all about, huh? Highlights,
Elephants
shadows.
are all about highlights and
Highlights,
shadows.
shadows,
Yes.
wrinkles. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of purple there. I think I'm gonna give him a fluffy tail a little bit. 'Cause it's... Oh, but his tail is a little dark, I think.
Oh my gosh. Here's one for you guys. The Children's Hospital has different events and things like that, fundraisers, that provide major sources of revenue. But some donations come from unexpected Sources. In 1995, officials at St. Jude's received an anonymous letter postmarked Dallas, Texas, containing nothing more than the cardboard game piece from a Monopoly game promotion that was being promoted by McDonald's.
Okay.
It wasn't considered much of a gift until somebody realized that it was the winning piece worth $1 million.
Oh.
Although game rules actually prohibited the transfer of prizes, McDonald's waived the rule, and each year since has made a $50,000 payment to the hospital.
That's awesome. Wow. That's awesome. Interesting facts you find.
Isn't it fun?
Yes.
Yeah, it is so amazing.
And they're all happy stories too out there.
Yes. Lots of happy stories. Lots of happy things. All right. So I have another really cool fact. Despite the sprawling campus, St. Jude only has one cafeteria. And that was a deliberate design request from Danny Thomas.
Oh, really?
He felt the dining hall should be the heart of the hospital, where the entire St. Jude community could meet and interact. And that is everyone, from the CEO to the research scientists to the doctors, nurses, therapists, cleaning staff, and all eating their meals with the patients and their families.
That's an H facility?
That is at the St. Jude's Research Hospital. Only has one cafeteria.
Huh, that's awesome.
Everybody eats in the same cafeteria.
That's great.
So it doesn't matter how many buildings get built on the campus, everyone eats at the cafeteria. Isn't that cool?
That is very... Oops, it's starting to get muddy here. I need to clean my brush.
And they also have their own garden that produces fresh produce and herbs. It shortens the time between harvesting and processing, which keeps the food's nutritional value high and provides healthier food for the staff, patients, and family.
Very cool.
That is really, really neat. Oh my gosh, so the expansions over the years have greatly enlarged the campus size. The hospital now occupies more than 2.5 million square feet of research, clinical, administrative space. That is the equivalent of 53 football fields.
Wow.
And they all eat in one cafeteria.
That's amazing.
That is stellar.
Yeah. So
thank you guys so much. Any donation
oh, yeah.
helps.
That's right. If you can afford $1 million, great. If you can't, that's fine too.
A $1 donation
$1
counts too.
$1 what counts. Yes. So I am going to let some of my other part of my elephant dry here and go back to the clouds. Go to the clouds. Put some more white in there because I know it's plenty dry enough now.
Yeah, Cindy, so much thought and care goes into everything. Just as Mark is giving a lot of thought and care to this fun painting.
I am trying to figure it out as I go along. And if I make a minor mistake, I know I can let it dry and fix it until I get what I want
There's no
to
such
look
thing
like.
as a mistake.
No, but
there are opportunities to make something awesome.
Okay, people, is that looking like a cloud? I don't know.
That is looking like clouds.
Best thing here. I think part of my cloud might just cover the rainbow. I think it's dried enough that I can just let part of it.
You know, Cindy, it would not be out of line to think that. I think that they might even oversee the raising of their own cows.
Ooh.
I don't have that down in my little list of facts, but it would not surprise me if they did.
Well, yeah, the chef can control what's going on. He can control who their suppliers are, and they may have their own suppliers for St. Jude's that raise their cows on very high organic.
Well, absolutely. They are very, very particular in the foods that they use to feed to the kids, to feed to the staff, to feed to the families, because you want to be healthy, and they're finding that different chemicals do not help. So by removing those chemicals from the potential of being fed to the kids, that makes a really big difference to their overall health plans.
So the feed's still doing good?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. No buffering.
Mark?
That sounds good.
You are at $90.
Whoa. Where'd that come from? What do you mean $90?
That totally just surprised
Oh, my word.
me.
Thank you so much, Madonna. Thank you so much.
Madonna, that is so amazing. Didn't even see you slide in there.
I looked up.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And the kids in the St. Jude's research, thank you so much too. Because that's what we are here for.
That is amazing.
Oh, there goes my
That is amazing.
mouse. Hopefully I didn't damage anything in the process of...
I've got it.
Minor technical difficulties. Hopefully I didn't shut the whole system down. But...
No, you did it. You're good. You're good.
I seem to learn more from my mistakes. Is that
Absolutely.
Cindy, right? Cindy? Yeah.
Absolutely learn from the mistakes.
Yes, I am learning that I need to let things dry so I can cover up some of my mistakes. Okay,
All
so
right.
I am going to...
Wow, that
was a surprise.
That was a surprise donation
Look
there.
up
That was
and-
amazing. That was amazing.
So we're $90 into our goal.
$90 into the goal and growing.
And
You
$90
are almost halfway to your goal.
And $90 into the whole, more added to the Derpa Squad's team
Derp
goal.
Squad team goal.
Of over...
The Derp Squad team goal is 100,000. And you have a goal set right now of 200. And that goal can be raised. If you make that first 200, you can raise your goal. We're doing this all month long.
Mm-hmm.
And the links are available all year.
Exactly.
They keep chefs 24 hours a day, so if a child can eat at 4 a.m., they will cook that child whatever they want to eat.
Oh, if that's the time when they can eat.
If that's the time that the child feels hungry and
Right.
they want to eat something, then they make that food for them when they want it.
That's awesome.
That is, yeah, totally amazing.
Okay, so I let it dry down there a little bit. Now I'm getting more of my brown back in. And that green that I created by accidentally adding a yellow to a burnt sienna when it was so wet.
A blue to burnt sienna makes a green.
Yeah, so I added blue to it when it was still wet. So I let it dry and use my scrumbler here on it, and hopefully people can hear me talking here.
Yes.
Great. I'm not come up with any big information facts like you are, but I'm busy painting. And
you should be busy painting. I am your co-host, and I am here to help out.
And I'm glad we still have a couple people still here. I don't know, are we more than a couple?
We have been bouncing between 7 and 14.
Woohoo! Awesome. That's awesome.
So it's so much fun.
Thank you for hanging out with me.
Cindy, thank you so much. We've been enjoying the opportunity to chat.
Yeah. Thank you for visiting and watching me paint along here with what comes in my head. That's a little dark. Let's see here. Put a little white in there just to dull it down a little bit and get it a little bit lighter shadow than what it was. And that brush is probably scrumbling too hard.
Well, I can go ahead and find you. So let's see. Coming up on that $100 of donated funds, $100 would get a pair of pediatric crutches, specially sized for children to help them maneuver during treatment. Help St. Jude provide the tools necessary for our young patients to stay mobile. Or it would be one patient wagon. Red wagons are the preferred mode of travel through the halls of the hospital for our youngest patients. Instead of putting them into wheelchairs, they put these little guys into red wagons because that's more fun.
That's what the red wagon. Okay. That's cool.
And so $100 total donation would be a brand new red wagon.
So even if you're not here on the live, if you're here on the replay, you can go into my comments section down below.
Into the more information.
More information section. Click on that link and expand it by clicking more information. And there is a link also there for donating. And you can help us get to that $100.
Or $200.
Or $200 if you're...
Or $500. We'd love
going.
to see...
Keep it going if you can.
It keep growing.
Yep. Even if you're in the replay, please.
And I believe that the links in the video chat will be live also at the same time.
Well, that's right. So
you certainly have been chatty, Cindy. That is awesome.
And
you make this a lot of fun to do.
And I am trying to chat once in a while too. And I certainly know you're all here. And I look up and see and reply to what I can. And if not, my co-host Stephani from Deliberately Creative has been helping out so much, and I'm so appreciative of her answering the questions, if there's any questions, and given all the facts that she's found on the internet about the St. Jude's Research Center. She's found out more facts that she didn't know about probably beforehand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you know that $10, they have blank medical teaching dolls, and these dolls are used to help teach young children what the procedures are going to be, so that they can have the procedure being done to the doll and then not be so afraid of it when it's being done to them.
Oh, that's what the doll is about.
That's what the dolls are about.
Okay.
And that's at the $10 donation.
That is.
$5 donations. Toddler diapers. Because St. Jude's treats toddlers. They treat infants. They, kids that can't take care of their business. So they have diapers. And that, $5 helps with diapers. Thermometers that are needed for checking children for fevers. If an infection hits a kid, it usually shows up as a fever first.
Oh, that's right.
So a $5 donation gets thermometers to check these kids out and to help keep them safe.
I think I read somewhere about, only a couple dollars, maybe it's $10 or $15 also helps feed the family, in the cafeteria. I read somewhere.
That might be in front of you.
That was probably right in front of me. Here it is here. $30 helps provide families with the meals for one day at the K Cafe in the St. Jude cafeteria that we were talking about earlier. And that is so cool that they all get to eat together in that same cafeteria. That's very cool information about that. I am just getting my rainbow a little more some more opaque colors and getting the greens to show up more. And make sure I clean out my brush so I don't contaminate the other colors. I don't know if it's looking like a balloon, but hey, I haven't even drawn my string yet, have I? I haven't even drawn my string that he's holding on to it with yet.
And we want to thank everyone who's been coming in and watching, and thank everyone who comes in after the live show is over. We appreciate you being here, and we appreciate the opportunity to share about St. Jude's with you so that you can go out and share St. Jude's with others.
Yes, make sure and get the word out this month, because there's a lot of people involved in raising money this month for the St. Jude's Play Live. We got gamers, we got artists, and I'm focusing more on the artists because, you know, there's a lot of them that I know personally and through the communities anyway. Not first personally as met them, but through the communities and maybe video chat here and there. But okay. How we doing?
We have been doing awesome.
Oh, there's Madonna.
Yay, Madonna!
Thanks
Thank
for
you
stopping
so much.
by and saying hi, and thank you for that donation. Hope your day's going good, and I hope you're enjoying seeing what I'm painting here for my St. Jude Live show today. It's a very colorful elephant. His name was
Raza.
voted on
R-A-Z-A.
Raza, which I guess means hope, which is also the St. Jude's symbol of family, and the elephant is
the elephant is a symbol of family, and a symbol especially for St. Jude's where family is so involved. Elephants don't leave their wounded and injured behind. They someone stays, and they always remember where their family members are. If they've passed away, they come back to the elephant graveyards. But we're not going to the graveyard stuff. No. We're going to the happiness of elephants never leaving their family behind.
And rainbows symbolizes.
And rainbows symbolize hope and beginnings and continuations. St. Jude's is amazing, and thank you, Madonna. She's so happy for all the talented folks who are raising money for St. Jude's.
Yeah, there's a lot of them
what
out
they
there.
do.
A lot of them out there.
And she's enjoying it and loving it.
And so,
Sin loves Riley. She's saying that your elephant is so cute.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to make him look cute and kind of at least resemble an elephant.
He resembles an elephant very much.
And the other artists that are involved with the St. Jude's Play Live that I know of, I will have in my description after the show. I don't think I got them in before, but I will have them after. So if you want to check out their channels, I certainly will have a link to their channels. And don't forget to donate to the Play Live. There's a link that just went up for that. If you haven't already, I know several people here already have, and that's awesome. And sharing also the information about the Play Live event going on this month. Thank you for sharing, because now other people know about it, and they can possibly donate and support St. Jude's Research Facility hospitals with their generosity of sharing and donating too.
You can scrumble that in a little bit if you wanted to.
With a non-scrumbly brush. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be adding more highlights and shadows throughout this thing here. Put a little glazing medium on it. Oops, I think I picked up some pink with that Dabble.
That's okay. You're just adding more color. More.
I think I need to bring back some of my blue I wanted there. But not too bright a blue, just a little bit. Here I'm clicking my tongue. So how is everybody doing out there?
Cindy says she loves how colorful your elephant is.
Sin Love Riley.
And Sin Loves Riley said that it is so cute.
Thank you, thank you. I'm having fun here too, trying to figure out exactly what he's going to end up like. I think we're getting close to being done here, but I got to make sure I've covered enough of his shadows here too. I know I haven't yet, but let's see here. So let's see, darken him up a little bit. Ooh, should I darken him up with black or blue? Ooh, let's see here. Or maybe some brown. And glaze medium. Let's see here.
Well, that looks like a really cool shadow color. That's showing up well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey guys, there's 12 people watching right now. So
Woo-hoo,
if you
12.
have just come in, go ahead and, wave, say hi. We'd love to know that you're here. And if you have not had a chance to donate to the Play Live for St. Jude's, we'd love to have you make a donation. We are doing this all month long. And
yes, there are several other artists out here that'll be doing it twice a week or 4 times a month. So be on the lookout for that. They may be using the hashtags St. Jude Play Live. You can look at that way. Or just St. Jude Play Live or St. Jude Research or St. Jude Hospital. Different hashtags. But also I will be sharing some links of some of the people that are involved with this. And I know Stephani here, that's my co-host, she'll be doing another event. She hasn't told me exactly what she'll be doing next time, but she has an idea already in her head. And so she will be doing another event in the next week
this
or
week.
so. This week. Ooh, this week.
This week.
And if I'm around, I will probably be her co-host. If I'm not around, she will be doing solo. So right now, I think I only made one wrench, and that's great.
No, we're doing just fine.
We haven't had any trolls or anything like that.
And thanking you guys so much for all of your support and, well wishes. And, that makes this so much more fun when we've got fun, happy people watching along with us. It just makes it, like I said, it makes it more fun. Sometimes you run out of words.
I know, it's been a...
Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to Mark's channel. We're trying to get him to 2,000 subscribers. And I know that we've had a couple subscriptions tonight, and that's been awesome. Is that the famous cat's tongue brush?
This is the Art Sherpa Silver number 4 cat's tongue brush.
Yes, that is the number 4 cat's tongue.
And I've been using it a lot today. I've also been using the Cambridge Bright for doing some of my scrumbling and I tried using the cloud brush to do some of the cloud work too. And I got a couple of detail brushes here that I'm playing with also. And yeah, just having fun putting some color down on the canvas and trying to make my elephant look like an elephant plus fantasy at the same time. To make Raza shine. What does Raza need? Let's see here. Looks like it needs maybe some more shadows. I know black is not always the but I am going to use black.
Black is fine to use. And we really appreciate you all being here. This has been so much fun. He is very flamboyant, isn't he? He's got personality.
This elephant.
This little elephant has personality.
He's got personality. Oh, wait a second. Might get in trouble for singing, huh? Okay, let's see. I think I need something with a little bit of capabilities of detail. There we go. Maybe I'll get some wrinkles in here. It's been a while since I've looked at my elephant for just to see how these wrinkles work in the elephants again.
And, oh, so let's see here. 75% of St. Jude's costs are covered by public donations.
Oh, wow.
That's you and me making public donations.
How much percent?
75%
Wow.
of their...
So they rely on us.
They rely.
They rely on people.
They rely on public donations for 75%. They do not get any government support for their donations.
I am.
For their support. The average donation is only $33. And every dollar makes a difference.
I don't know if people are getting tired of looking at my face in this picture-in-picture, but...
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Could have taken it out, but it's not blocking too much of the view of the painting, huh? I got enough of it showing there? Yeah. Is it close enough too? Close up enough? People can see what's going on?
Yes,
Or do
you're
I need
good.
to zoom in? No? I'm good?
Nope, you're good.
All right. So, yeah, I was going to get some detail going here, wasn't I? A little bit of detail. I want to get some wrinkles in. Wrinkles.
No, your picture-in-picture is not blocking the view.
Good. Okay, so I just want to thank everybody again for coming out here and supporting. For everybody that's coming out and supporting the St. Jude Play Live event that I'm putting on today, and through donations and sharing that I'm doing this event, and that there's other people out there doing live events all month long. And remember to donate if you can, and share if you can also. And this will be up for a year, this donation button. So if at future times you can afford to donate a little bit more, go ahead and donate again. Or donate on somebody else's live stream. There are several that are involved in the team that I'm in. That's the overall goal of the team is like 100,000, called Derp Squad, and there's several artists out there that are involved in that. And
There's also gamers that are involved
gamers, too.
in that team, Derp Squad.
Right, and some of them are over on a different format. It's called
Over on
Twitch, which is another type of live streaming. And some people go there to game and live stream for like hours and hours, 4, 5, 6 hours, you name it. 8
10,
hours, yeah.
12. There's even been a couple 24-hour streams.
Wow.
That's exactly right, Cindy. Part of the reason that they can take the hopeless patients and turn away no one and have such advanced research and treatments is because it is run by donations. They are not beholden to any pharmaceutical companies or any of the big research facilities that are out there doing things to get money from their research. That's not the way St. Jude's runs. Everything that they come up with, all of the research that they develop, the treatments that are successful, they share it freely with all other research facilities so that all people benefit.
That's just awesome news. That they can do that and make life a little bit easier for the families that are, there at the hospital and also.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, he looks
getting
absolutely adorable.
Getting a couple wrinkles in. I don't know how many wrinkles I should get into this elephant.
He shouldn't have too baggy of pants. He's a young elephant.
Oh, that's right. He's a young elephant. Yeah. So just a couple highlights here and there and shadows of this showing up. Don't know how to do a mouth on an elephant here, because most of them you don't see the mouth open. But this is more of a fantasy one that has his mouth open, saying, "Yay!"
And Cindy says, "Yes, he is adorable."
Oh, thank you, Cindy. Okay, maybe some toenails, huh? They have toenails. Some of them do, yeah. Let me see if I can maybe a light gray for toenails here. Let's see here. Real light gray toenails. Oh, maybe even almost white. That's too dark still. Or I could give them cherry toenails. You could have them painted, right? Like so they can hide in cherry trees. Oh wait, that's not a good joke, is it?
No.
Why do elephants paint their toes red? So they can hide in the cherry trees.
So, St. Jude's is the first and only pediatric cancer center to be designated as a comprehensive cancer center by the National Cancer Institute. They are the only pediatric cancer center.
Wow.
Comprehensive cancer center.
Right.
And the St. Jude's researchers and doctors are treating children with pediatric AIDS, as well as using new drugs and therapies to fight infections. So they're developing new drugs and therapies for fighting infections, and they have children that have pediatric AIDS. They were babies born with AIDS because their mothers had AIDS.
Right. It carried on.
And it was passed on to the baby. So pediatric, the clock is chiming again.
The clock is chiming. What does that mean? We've been here almost 2 hours now?
Yes.
Oh my word, 2 hours. And I still have how many people watching?
You still have 11 people watching.
Ooh, awesome. And I'm sure there's, people going in
We've
and out.
We've had people coming in and out, and that's been so neat. That's one of the nice things about a long live like this, is that people come in and they can watch for a while, and then they go away, and then they come back, and then they see where you are. And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And St. Jude's was the first institution to develop a cure for sickle cell disease with bone marrow transplants. And they have one of the largest pediatric sickle cell programs in the country. And sickle cell is a type of anemia that is devastating. And because the body can't produce the red blood cells. And red blood cells are developed in the bone marrow of a healthy body. And so by having bone marrow transplants, it can they developed the process using bone marrow transplants to create a better situation for these people to create red blood cells. And by being the facility that is working towards eradicating the infections, it also helps to keep these guys healthy.
Wow.
So it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
It is.
So it's not just cancer.
Okay, do I got enough color on this elephant? Yeah.
I think he's pretty darn colorful.
Okay. Does he need any other colors? Ooh, greens?
I don't think so.
Any more white highlights? Let's see here.
That would be up to you.
That would be up to me. Yeah. Elephants. He has white highlights here and there, scattered. Yes, I'm getting quiet again.
Yep. You're getting quiet because you're coming down towards your finish line of figuring out those last little details.
Yeah, I don't want to leave him that he's not looking finished enough as an elephant.
Oh, he's looking like an elephant.
He's already got a little green on, maybe too much green already. There's only the green in a couple spots that nowhere else have green. Just switch the green up to blue, ultramarine blue or something. Let's see here what that looks like. Ultramarine blue, a little bit of white, ultramarine blue. There we go. There we go. Ooh, too light. There we go. We'll get him a little darker.
And so every once in a while, you see, I have been dropping the link for the tiltify.com website. That is a platform for making your donations. The donations go straight to St. Jude's,
right? 100%.
And 100%. The Tiltify does not take any funds out of this. They are a platform for making donations, and it's cool how many different groups and organizations step up to make something like this happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've changed them up a little bit since I didn't add any greens anywhere else. I'm kind of added some phthalo blue back into his body here. Maybe too much, I don't know. But I can always add some splashes of white here and there. And back to some darker colors too.
Absolutely. The equipment that they use to target brain tumors is amazing because it can cure the cancer tumor without destroying the healthy brain cells, which means children can be cured and have healthy, normal lives. When radiation is used, it's like taking a shotgun and blasting at a brain to kill a little tumor. It also kills a bunch of other brain cells. And so you could take a child who is, an average, normal, healthy, IQ. And after they would have radiation, which is that shotgun approach, it could drop their IQ 40 to 60 points. And which would be a lasting impact on their life and their ability to care for themselves. So using the particle accelerator that they have at St. Jude's, 6 stories down, they can, with pinpoint accuracy, shoot at the tumor and destroy the tumor without destroying the healthy brain cells. And so, as Cindy was saying, it doesn't impact their ability to have a healthy, normal life after their tumor is gone.
That's amazing. technology that has evolved in the last 10, 5, 2 years.
Oh yeah,
More
they
and more.
they are constantly developing new ways to cure cancer, to eradicate it, to destroy cancer, to make it go away so that it can never affect another kid or adult. Because adults are actually benefiting from these new treatments that they're developing for kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's an emotional month, the whole month. But when you think about it, it is so
It's needed.
amazing, and it just fills your heart so full of hope that it's worth the sniffles. It is worth the sniffles to get through and share about all of these wonderful things that are going on.
Awareness is out there now. Yep. Awareness is growing and growing, and more people talk about it and share, and what's going on with the St. Jude's research, and what amazing things they've done in the past and future and current. And for those people that have been able to go there to see what's going on and
Well,
get
and
the
that's
word out.
something that I really hope that we get that opportunity next spring, to go and see St. Jude's. To hear the stories from the doctors and the nurses and the researchers, and to meet the kids and do some art with kids, I think would be spectacular.
Mm-hmm. What do we think? Red in his mouth, maybe? Huh? Since it's kind of whimsical. A little bit. There we go. Just a touch bit. There we go. There was something missing. There. He's got a tongue.
He's got a tongue. How are you feeling?
I don't know. Let's see here.
It's looking good to me.
Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. What do people think? Does it look like an elephant still?
Looks like an elephant.
A whimsical elephant? Oh, that's what I still haven't done.
The string.
The string. I talked about it. Oh, my word. How can I forget not to put the string on? Well, since I got it zoomed in, I will find the right...
You probably want a detail brush,
Yeah,
and you don't want to leave the brush sitting in the
Oh,
water.
I'm not leaving it. I'm just getting that acrylic off there. It's good to scrape the sides of the cup, which I've learned from several other
And you
artists out
only
there.
need 5 more subscribers.
Woohoo! Only 5?
Only 5 more subscribers.
Wow! Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much for continuing to share, Cindy. That is amazing.
5 subscribers. I think this morning I was at 9 subscribers away. 5 now. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Okay, so string. I think I will get some black soft body paint out. Just a little bit, because I just have a little bit of string. And then I just got to decide if I'm going to have the string going directly to the center of this balloon, or having it attached to the sides of it, kind of, you know. What would make more sense? What do you think, hon? String's going straight up is fine, or
String
to the
going
sides?
straight up, because
Straight up?
the balloon
Okay.
is pulling it straight up.
Ah, okay. Straight up. And we'll find a small little brush here. Get it a little wet. Got some what's that word? Some soft body acrylic black. And we will start with maybe it's kind of attaches to 2 little points. There we go, in the middle of it. Okay, so let's make this. It is a tough one to get the right consistency on the brush without it.
Yeah, you
getting
want
too
it to
thick.
be basically like cream. You want it
Yeah.
to be very fluid.
There we go. Let's try that again. And a light touch.
And then you want to try and make a single stroke as much as you can, because by keeping the bristles in contact with the canvas, it allows the paint to continue down the bristles onto the canvas.
Now I got to wrap it around his trunk somehow. Let's see here. Didn't think that one out too much.
Oh no, you can just have it coming out from the bottom. Don't run it across
Just
the middle.
behind his trunk.
Because he has the trunk is almost like a hand,
Okay.
where it has a soft, fleshy part that is flexible that can pinch on things.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Aw,
Oh,
so
no.
cute. No, that's fine. That's just the blowing end of your string.
Well, I can cover it up a little bit. Let's see.
That's fine. But if you want to get rid of it, don't try and cover it up. Just wipe it out.
Yeah, I can do that too.
If you want to get rid of it, just use a brush.
Oh, okay. The brush that's still kind of a little wet.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then just push it off. There you go.
A little bit anyway. Hopefully it didn't dry too much. I can do a
There.
light brown there,
That's
maybe.
good.
Is that too dark? Yeah, it's not too dark. There we go. I can always do something to the background anyway. Here, there we go. There we go. I haven't played with the background too much to...
You don't need to play with the background too much.
Just a little bit. There we go.
You might want to zoom out if you're going to play with the background.
I might zoom too close. Oops. Oh,
Wrong way. There you go.
scary people. Okay, that's here. It's a little bit dark. How long have we been on now?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh my word. Woohoo. Awesome. Uh-oh, it's too bright white now. Little glaze, little brown. There we go.
So guys, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. It's been so fun to read the chat and to share information about St. Jude's. I think Mark is getting close to wrapping up here. He's been on for 2 hours and 14 minutes, and let me tell you, that is probably one of the fastest paintings he has ever done.
Unless I'm following a tutorial. That's
Unless
only
he's following a tutorial.
a simple tutorial of,
But this
beginner.
was an original painting that he designed up himself and had a lot of fun coming up with his ideas. He's been working on some different
And maybe I'll give some little
ways of
thoughts for
bringing
his
this together.
snout.
And somebody earlier said that they thought this would make a really cute ATC card.
Oh, yeah?
So, by the way,
There you go.
it could be a very cute ATC card. And remember that you don't have to spend any money to help get the awareness out there for St. Jude's. But if you want to share with St. Jude's a small amount, you can click that link for making a donation. And every little bit helps.
Oh, yes.
So,
okay, so I'm just going to fiddle a tiny bit since I got this soft black.
you're going to fiddle a little bit.
Since I got the soft black here.
Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly.
Just to outline a couple things. Define where his ear might be a little bit. Where there's a light, there's a shadow. I've heard that saying before.
That's right. Madonna says, oh yeah, that would be a great ATC
Oh,
card.
yeah? Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think so too, Madonna. And we really appreciate all of the donations that have been brought in this evening. It's been so fun to see.
Well, as a matter of fact,
we've had Law for Dreams did a donation. We've had Anonymous do a donation. We've had Madonna do a donation.
I think.
And yes, even Deliberately Creative did a donation.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, talking about ATCs and elephants, I have seen some people doing like elephant close-ups of a face as an ATC. Or I think I even saw Deliberately Creative create an ATC with an elephant using a balloon.
Hey, Gail. Great to see you.
Hi, Gail.
You know, Mark is going to be wrapping up soon here, but you got here.
You got here.
That is awesome. So lovely to see you.
How you enjoying my elephant? I think I've zoomed in out far enough to show most of it. There you go. That's what I've been working on tonight. Also, we're raising money and awareness for St. Jude's research facilities.
And Cindy, thank you so much. We really enjoyed having you here.
Yes, thank you so much.
And, you know, everybody paints at their own speed.
There's a link in the chat of how you can donate if you haven't done so. And if you have the funds and if you don't have the funds, just share, please. Share. There's going to be a lot of other artists this month creating and involved with the St. Jude's Play Live. And like Stephanie said, I'm almost done here. I'm just kind of fiddling right now with a little bit of detail. With a detailed brush here and my soft body black. Just getting in a couple spots here. You know, because elephants have wrinkles and...
Remember, he's a young elephant. He doesn't have to have as many wrinkles.
Okay, there's not as many wrinkles as maybe a little bit of...
And so Mark is working on his fundraiser. He has set his goal for $200 to be earned this month, and he is well on his way. He's almost halfway to his
90,
goal.
yeah.
He's at $90 tonight, and that is amazing. We've had some generous donations, and we've had a lot of people going out and sharing. No, this is not an ATC. This is actually an 11 by 14.
Oh yeah, I didn't say what this was on, did I?
Gessobord.
Yeah, it's the Ampersand Gessobord is called, and I'm using just heavy body acrylics for different brands out there, probably Golden and Liquitex and a little bit of glazing medium here and there. But I started off with the background on this, and then I sketched in my elephant that I wanted and painted in some clouds in my little rainbow balloon. And now I am getting a couple more spots of highlights in. And but I had to make sure and get his toes in. He's got white toes, I guess. He's got a little bit of highlights in the eye, I think. And a little black eye there and the highlight. And maybe I can get some.
Your clouds are looking really good.
Yeah. Enough shadows in those clouds?
I think there's enough shadows in those clouds.
Yeah. So what do you think, everybody? Do I call them done? I've been on for 2 hours and a half here. And who knows, maybe I'll fiddle on it more afterwards, and maybe not. Maybe I'll just sign it. Should I sign it now? Ooh, sign it now in front of people.
Put your MWB on there. I think that you have been doing an awesome job, sweetie.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you doing this.
I hope.
So everybody, thank you so much for making your donations and sharing out there in the real world. We really appreciate it. Remember that the links are going to be good forever. Well, actually, for the next year. The links are good.
Thank you, Gail, again. And thank you, Cindy, for hanging out and chatting with us all. And Madonna for that great donation and chatting with us tonight, too. And hanging out and watching me paint.
And Sin Loves Riley.
All for the kids. And we named this elephant Raza, which means hope in... We never did learn what language, did we?
We did not learn what
but
language
Raza
means hope.
And so
what I am going to do right now before we leave, I am going to go and
write
do
down.
a search for Raza. Let's see.
Thank you again, Madonna. Thank you.
Well,
thank
in
you.
Spanish,
Thank you.
Raza means race,
So I wanted to sign.
as in to race.
What can I sign this with? White? Black?
I would do maybe a soft browny yellow color.
Soft brown yellow. I don't
And
think
do
I
it down in the
a soft
in
brown
the ground, in the
yellow
dirt.
anywhere. Glaze?
Yes, with glaze.
Oops. Clean up my brush first. I had a towel here. I don't know what to do with my towel. There it is. Should I get some more wet sienna? Is that what you're saying? Burn sienna out for signing?
Literally means the race in Spanish. I'm looking for other definitions.
Okay, I'm almost done here. Just gonna sign it. I think I will get it. Some glaze and brown. Oops. And then I will sign this. Hopefully I can get it fluid enough to sign it.
So I do not know what language Beth was sharing it with us from.
And I will sign it with my MWB art signature. Oh, that's way too late. That's not going to show up. Maybe it's going to be more white in there. So it will show up. What do you think, white?
You could use, yeah,
A light white?
just a very light white.
Might be a little brown.
It turned out great, Madonna said. And
see
take
that.
care and see you soon, said Gail.
Okay, I'm using a... Ooh, what am I going to try to sign this with? A size. I need to get paint on the numbers here. It doesn't help, does it?
I think that's a
Probably
one.
a 2-aught or 1-aught. 1-aught.
Why not?
Yeah, 1-aught brush, fine brush. And I will try to sign it in my MWB. And maybe just
And thank
MWB.
you guys so much for this wonderful evening. We really enjoyed this time, and we hope you did too. Make sure to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and make sure to share about St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital and get those donations. click those donation links and send in a donation. Help out the kids.
Thank you again, everybody that turned out. And I'm almost done signing here. And who knows if I'll fiddle more, but I'm done for tonight, I think. I had a busy day today, so thank you again for coming. And like I said, Stephanie said, click that like button, subscribe, comment what you liked about this, and share with everybody else about the things that are going on with the St. Jude Live Research Center the month of May here, and donate anytime during the month or all year long.
And Cindy says, look forward to the next time.
All right.
That she's sharing.
Thank you. I will be trying again someday a live show. But for now, I think I'm done. And I will be, let's see here. I'll move it around. I know moving is not a good thing, but I'll move around and show you what it looks like. Yeah, can you see the clouds there? The rainbow? And yeah, it was a fun little painting today. Thank you again for coming, and take care, and put some color onto your canvas at home also, and just have fun. Thank you so much. Bye.